show me some on the clock so I can heckle this mother. That's a mic on him.
He live streamed from the stretcher saying, "I had to defend myself." But let's talk about the real story here. Now I need you to stop whatever you are doing right now, because I have a feeling that all of you are going to want to see this. The controversial live streamer known for posting racially charged content online, Chud the Builder, just shot a man outside of a courthouse in the state of Tennessee. And here is what makes this even more extraordinary. He live streamed the entire aftermath from a stretcher, on camera, in real time, telling the world what happened. And yet, the mainstream media is still not giving you the full picture. So that is exactly what we are going to do today.
I walked up to him because they were pointing at me. They were laughing, they were pointing at me, and I said, "What's up, guys? How y'all doing?" I said, "Y'all like the new suit?" He said, "Walk away from me." I walked away from him. He came back up to me. He literally said, "I have PTSD. I feel like I'm in." He said, "You start saying all that chimp out shit to me, I'm gonna hit you." He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him. He was still wailing on me.
Where's your weapon at?
They have everything.
What weapon is that right there?
I believe that's it. Is that yours?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's talking to them right now. Oh no, you guys are good. Do your thing. Okay. He has a graze. I call it a graze to the left arm. He has slight abrasion right here on his head. Okay. Maybe some scrapes. Lightheaded.
Let's break down really what happened here. The man at the center of this story is Dalton Eatherly, known online as Chud the Builder. He has built a following on the streaming platform Kick by posting provocative, racially charged content. And I mean racially charged in the most literal sense of that phrase. This is a man who has repeatedly referred to Black Americans using the most vile racial slur in the English language, on camera, on purpose, for views. On May 13th, 2026, that is today, a confrontation took place outside the Montgomery County Courthouse in Clarksville, Tennessee. Both Eatherly and another man were shot. Both were transported to nearby hospitals. Both are currently listed in stable condition. The Montgomery County District Attorney's Office has confirmed that Eatherly is a suspect, but the investigation is still active and no final charges have been announced at this time. Now take a look at this. This is Dalton Eatherly on a stretcher outside the courthouse, live streaming. And this is what he said. "I had to defend myself by shooting him." He then went on to describe walking past a group of men who were laughing and pointing at him. He approached them. According to his own account, the man told him to walk away and then came back at him claiming he had PTSD. And then, according to Eatherly, the man said, quote, "You start saying all that chimp out stuff to me and I'm going to hit you." And then Eatherly says, the man hit him. Did you hear that? He is literally describing using his signature racist provocation, the same language that has defined his entire streaming career, and then claiming self-defense when someone responded to it with physical force. Let's be very clear about what is actually happening here. The reality is, this was not a random act of violence. This was the logical conclusion of a pattern of deliberate provocation that Eatherly has been running for months, and everyone who watched it saw this coming. He has posted videos on X in which he sprayed what appears to be a chemical agent at a black man while repeatedly using the N-word after the man knocked his hat off his head. He has called Black Americans chimps repeatedly on stream as a central feature of his content. I'm not joking when I say this. This man built his entire brand on walking into public spaces, provoking people with racist language, filming their reaction, and monetizing it. That is not political commentary. That is not journalism. That is not even edgy entertainment. That is a person deliberately manufacturing conflict with strangers using the most inflammatory racial language in American history, and then pointing a camera at what happens next. And now someone has been shot. The question you need to be asking is not just, what did Chud do? The question is, who allowed this to go on for this long? But here is what they are not telling you. This shooting did not happen in isolation. Just days before the Clarksville courthouse incident, literally this past weekend, Eatherly was arrested at Bob's Chop House in Nashville, Tennessee. The charges? Theft of services, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. He refused to pay a $371 restaurant bill after staff asked him to stop live streaming inside the establishment. When he was confronted, he allegedly began making racial statements, yelling, and causing a scene. When officers later found him on the street and attempted to place him in handcuffs, he pulled his arm away. He was released on a $5,000 bond. You want to know why that matters? Because this man was already in the legal system. He was already facing charges. He was already on bond. And he still went right back out, walked up to strangers outside a courthouse, and now we are here. And here is the part that should stop everyone in their tracks, including people on the political right. Nick Fuentes, a man who is himself no stranger to extreme rhetoric, was asked about Eatherly on his podcast. And what did he say? He said, and I quote, "I don't like that approach of antagonizing people in public. I think it's wrong. It's unethical." Check out this clip in case you missed the last video I did on this.
I think that people have enough on their plate. You don't know what people are going through. And people have enough problems. People are trying to get to work, or they're trying to do their thing, or they got something on their mind. I don't like that people are out there bothering everybody. I don't like that. In general, whether it's prank channels, political stuff, I don't like that. So I just think that's wrong. I think it's unethical.
Rules for thee, but not for me. That has always been the motto of people like Chud the Builder. Do whatever you want, say whatever you want, provoke whoever you want, and when the consequences come, call it self-defense. Well, the consequences have officially arrived. So what does this mean? What is the bigger picture here? The reality is that what Chud the Builder represents is a dangerous mutation of what the internet has made possible. The ability to live stream, to monetize attention, to turn provocation into a product. It has created an entire class of content creators whose business model is essentially film yourself making people miserable and profit off the reaction. And for a long time, platforms allowed it, audiences amplified it, and the algorithm rewarded it. But here is the uncomfortable truth that nobody in the media wants to say out loud. When you build your entire public identity around using racial slurs to provoke Black Americans in public spaces, you are not a political provocateur. You are not a free speech warrior. You are a man who is walking into volatile situations with a camera and a gun and calling whatever happens next self-defense. The American public deserves better than this, and quite frankly, so do the people he targets. This story is still developing. The district attorney has confirmed Eatherly is a suspect. Charges are expected. And you can be absolutely certain that Political Lens will be right here when they drop. Now, before you go, I want you to do something. Go check out our last video right here on this channel, because we actually broke down Chud the Builder's complete collapse before this courthouse shooting even happened, including why even Nick Fuentes publicly distanced himself. Everything we said in that video, it just got confirmed. The link is right on your screen. Go watch it. And as always, drop your opinion down in the comments below. Was this self-defense? Was this inevitable? Was the platform responsible for letting this go this far? Let's talk about it. And we'll see you on the next video right here on Political Lens.